Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. This is a new fidget spinner I've just got. So the colour of this one is bronze. So there is a brass and a black one as well. Let's see if it'll focus. So they've coated this in clear lacquer, they've sanded the finish and then coated it in clear lacquer. So that's the shape of the three arms. So they've put a lot of weight on the outside there. And then you can see the shiny surface as well, and that's the clear lacquer to protect it from going like an old penny does and oxidizes and goes brown. So let's let you listen to the bearing. I'll put it up to the microphone. So it's quite a quiet bearing. So the stock run time on this one, which is the best I've got so far, was 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So let's go ahead and show you the price I paid. So this is the listing I bought it from. So I got the bronze one at £3.35. And that's the title. Remember that user's name, because I wouldn't buy off this guy again. So he says it's a bronze colour, 95 grams in weight, with a ceramic bearing, and it's made from brass. So that's that done. Let's go ahead and show you the weight. Let's move that out of the way a minute. Let's get this on, switch it on. So grams first. Let's see if it's zeroed. Yeah, so grams. 91 grams, and they said it was 95, which is close enough. Let's go ahead and put it in ounces. 3.2 ounces. So let's go ahead and measure it now. Let's switch that off. Let's put it in there so the camera can focus on it. So let's measure it now in millimeters first. So we're talking about 58 mil across in diameter. See if it'll focus. It's having a struggling. So 58 millimeters, or that's it in inches. Just over 2¼ inches. So the thickness at the very end on the outside edge is about 12 millimeters, or in inches it's just less. Well, I would say it's about ½ inch. Let's go ahead and put that in the shot. So the next thing is the bearing slot. So there's a problem with this one, that they've not made it tight enough to fit around the bearing. So the bearing doesn't fit in the housing it's machined for. So what that does is it gives you extra bearing slot. Let's try and get this in focus this time. So I don't know if you can see down there, you can see the edge of the bearing, and the outer's actually, the brass spinner is actually moving on the outside of the bearing, which I'll be able to show you a bit more detail a little bit later in the video. So is it difficult or easy to spin with one hand? I would say it's the easiest one I've used so far to spin with one hand. Let's go ahead and turn it round. So you can, it's perfectly shaped for a finger, and and you can virtually catch it every time, as we can see. It runs nice and quiet as well. So that's that done. So it's nice and easy to spin with one hand. So the good points with this one is it's a good weight, there's a good bearing in it, but it's not ceramic. So there's a long run time as well of 5 minutes and 40 seconds, which is the best so far for me. So it looks nice, and it's easiest so far to spin single-handed as well, and it also has the quietest bearing so far. So the bad points, it's badly machined whole. Let's take the thumb cover off. really badly designed. As you can see, the bearing's just fallen out. So let's put the main one that fits in there. So I don't know if you can see that, but the whole bearing lifts. So what happens when you spin it this way is it doesn't spin for very long, 4 seconds. You spin it the other way and it spins for 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So the bearing's lifting, which means that it's not tight in the hole. Let's see if I can show you it. The outer, let's see if I can hold it stationary and move the bearing. Trying to get it to focus, sorry. So it doesn't fit. The bearing doesn't fit in the brass housing, so it's been over machined. So the bearing's loose, so loose it lifts the cap and rubs against the spinning body, and that's the problem with it not spinning properly. So as you can see, it goes hard up against it and stops it spinning. So that way I spin it, it spins for 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And the other way I spin it, it spins for 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So it's not a ceramic bearing either, even though they said it was. So I'm going to start giving them scores out of 10, and my score for this one is 3 out of 10 because of the bearing not fitting properly. So if you can find one with a proper fitted bearing, it will go up to, if I could find one with a proper fitted bearing, it would go up to 7 out of 10. So I'll add my score to all the fidget spinners. It'll be on the descriptions. So don't buy from this seller, euroup. Pay a little bit more, maybe $4.50, to see if the bearing fit is better. I will use 3 globs, small globs of super glue, and set the bearing in place. Hopefully this will fix the loose bearing. So this is the bag it came in, because he may well have more than one account on eBay, but the sellers generally pack them the same way. So that's what the bag said. What it means, it's just for his stocking inventory, his pick list, I would have thought, when he picks stuff off the shelves to send it out to us. So that's the bag it came in. So let's go ahead and show you it against a skateboard bearing again, because this isn't a skateboard bearing. Yet again, it's a smaller bearing, again, just whatever they could find to cobble together. So if a skateboard bearing actually went in there, it would be bigger than the center. So there we go, that's a skateboard bearing. So I've ordered lots of these different designs of fidget spinners to see what you can get for the smallest amount of money. As they arrive in the post, I'll make a video of them, and I've already done videos of this one. Let's go ahead and show you that. So that's what the first one I did, and this is the second video I did, which is a rainbow version one. So they're already done and on my channel. So if you want to go and have a look at them, you're more than welcome. So I'll go into detail of what I do to try and get the best spinner at the lowest price on the description. So this is when you buy from eBay, there are 275,000 listings for fidget spinners, so it's a bit difficult to find the one you want. If you have any questions, ask them on the comments below, and I'll try and answer them. If you have any problems with ones coming that aren't right, I can give you some advice. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching, and check back soon. Cheers.